Hi guys, my name is Miller and welcome back to a new season video and some more information about the coming 1.22 update. But of course we start off with usual claiming of the car. We missed out of top 25, but we can still claim 3 extra gold keys and of course add our second send vote to the garage. The green colored monster just looks great and I think I slightly prefer it over the grey season price. Performance wise, this car will be slightly slower than its purple star variant, who should have the same in-game mechanics as a slightly 10th anniversary edition. So I expect it to be low 7.3 to a high 7.4. Also, as we hit 10,000 subscribers and I normally put the sub count on the plate, this is the first time I will have to put it as a 5-digit number. If you haven't joined the giveaway yet for the 10,000 subscribers special, be sure to just check out the video after this one, and thanks again for the 10,000 subs. I'll put a link to the video in the description. Now, of course, the stuff you guys are here for. Season number 58 already. I have joined from the Shadows main crew this season in the hunt to get this purple star 488 Pista. I'm not really a Ferrari guy, but this 488 Pista is just something special. And I do hope, if I get the purple star car, that in the future I can also go for the 488 Pista Spider so I can put it next to it. Because that thing just looks so great. This is just a short clip of the car and a random guy walking in front of it that I took at Pebble Beach 2 weeks ago. The 488 Pista is sadly only a 4-star car and has a potential of 7.9 seconds, which is not considered very fast, but still not a bad car. This red one is the season price I'll be hunting for, and the milestone color for the cruise hitting 20 million is this grey with black rims. It's a nice car, but for many it will most likely become a dust collector. For starting players, it's not a bad Ferrari after all. Okay, onto the Prestige Cup. It's not a recycled car, but it's the slow as hell car though. The Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Black Series Liberty Walk, the only added new prestige car in that 1.21 update. I got lucky and I pulled already, but for the people who still miss it, the 10 times drop rate starts tomorrow, so no need to worry. This car shares stage 6 spots luckily with its counterpart, the non-Liberty Walk TF4 C63, and is a 5-star car, but by far the slowest 5-star car in game with a maxed out time of 12.577. But hey, it's the second slowest TF4 car, so no need to worry about being the slowest. For comparison, this car is now tuned to its most Evo points with 72 fusion parts installed, and it only hits 300 plus Evo. Hope when this car gets implemented again that it gets a buff, because it's kind of ridiculous you can't even use this car in the Tempest series. But looks wise, it is on point though. If we will be able to use a regular C63, I doubt it because the Liberty Walk is a new added car, so code wise the regular and this one are two separate cars, while the Hellcat and its Liberty Walk variant we had this season were in game since the beginning almost, and probably have quite similar codes. For that reason we could use a Hellcat in the last season. So I think that the only car you can use will be the Liberty Walk one. In case of doubt, and if you do have the regular C63, feel free to wait a week until the cup starts. Who knows with natural motion. Next up on the list are the events for this season, and probably the main one being the Ferrari FXX K Golden Cup. You would say, why being so hyped about this? Well, somehow without an update the car got buffed from its very slow mid 8 seconds time to mid 7 seconds. Now it runs a maxed out time of 7.564, being the record. Faster than the Aperta and the regular Ferrari, and where in my opinion it belongs to be. I never thought I'd be running this car in the 7.7 lobby next to the P1 GTR, as last year these cars weren't even buffed and were running mid 8 seconds. Mine isn't maxed out yet as I still miss the stage 6 intake and it can run sub 7.7 already, so I'm loving it. The Golden Cup for it starts tomorrow and will bring along a 20 times drop rate on golden crates, with special crates for 700 bronze keys each, if you have the car of course. Besides the expected FXX K Cup, we also know that the next chapter of the 70th Porsche anniversary will kick off next Thursday. It's pretty much obvious as we have the countdown on the left side of our screen. But as you will check in the showroom, for many it will still show up as all covered. Reason is that we need the coming 1.22 update to see what's under those covers. The update rolled out already for some Android users and should be coming this weekend or early next week for the rest of the people. So the next available Porsches will be Magnus Walker's 1971 911 277, also known as the Urban Outlaw. This is a 5-star tier 4 car that is just astonishing. As a person who grew up with a classic Porsche in the garage, I have a huge love for the early 1970s Porsches, definitely the 911 series. This classic beauty has a maxed out time of 10.45, so imagine it running online against an F40. The other car is even more special, the 959 SC, with SC standing for Sports Canepa. Canepa modifies 959 to a modern car with a crazy engine producing over 760 brake horsepower. Canepa claims it to even be faster than a Porsche 918. A full link with more information about the super rare car, you can find it in the description. This tier 5 car has a maxed out dyno of 7.97, but I believe it can run faster than that. Once all 4 Porsches are purchased, we will have to wait for the following update, including the 70th anniversary finale, with the 918 Spider Westsack package that is still covered in the showroom as the final prize. One of the 2 Porsches will come up for grabs next Thursday, and I expect the other one to be in 3 weeks time. But the update doesn't only include 70th anniversary cars, of course. It includes a set of added cars from the likes of Lamborghini, Koenigsegg, Saleen and Bugatti. First, as we were talking about pay cars, I will have to close that one off with the Bugatti Divo. The just released Bugatti is coming to the game already. Downside, it is gonna be a flash event car most likely. When the flash event will start, there is no certainty, as it can be between the coming 2 to 5 weeks or even 7 weeks. The car is a great piece of machinery by Bugatti and has been brought to the game beautifully by the car developers. It is expected to run a crazy 7.368, but we have no clue if it can run sub dyno easily to finally kill the GTX from its throne. Okay, now that's on with all the pay events, now on to the more interesting free stuff. To start off, the milestone season prices. To some they might seem like reskins, but to me they're definitely cars I'm looking forward to. The coming season prize cars are the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ63, the newest addition to the Lamborghini collection. The milestone variant will have this green livery and is expected to run a 7.73 once maxed out. This is definitely a car most people will be looking forward to. Many will say, oh, it's another Aventador, but hey, it's just something else. The second car is the Vorsteiner 720S. We know the works of the Vorsteiner so far with the 570S and the Cayman, and they both delivered. This one again shares stage 6 parts with its regular counterpart, the regular 720S, and will most likely be slightly faster. Maxed out, the dyno so far is expected to run a 7.73 as well, and I must say the charcoal grey season price looks mean, but the orange one for the milestone definitely takes the top spot for me. The final season car is one that I'm not a big fan of, honestly, the Saleen S1. Not that I have an issue with Saleen being a new manufacturer, just a bit disappointed with the design of the car in general. It looks so simplistic and like it's made in the 90s or the beginning 2000s, not a 2018 car. It's a tier 5 car as well, and once maxed out it will compete against the Portofino most likely, as it can run an 8.659. If I would have to make a top 3 of these cars, definitely SVJ in first, 720S in second, and the S1 in third. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Now onto the prestige cars for the coming season. Well, only one has really been added, and it's a modified tier 4 Camaro Z28 by ASC, American Specialty Cars. But it seems to be in the same league as well, with the 12.268 on a half a mile. But looks wise, it just looks really damn mean. From the moment you update to the 1.22 update, you will be able to pull it from the crates and use it as a prestige car in one of the coming seasons. For the other seasons, the 2 other predicted prestige cars are expected to be the 599 GTO and the 2015 Nissan GT-R R35 Liberty Walk. About the 599, there's nothing much to say, but for the GT-R on the other hand, they have added colors to the showroom and also new rims. They've also added decals on the tires, so now it doesn't look like the car has oversized rims running it down the track. I don't have the update yet, so I have to use these following pictures of all the added rims, and honestly they just look great. Also, we had the RX-7 and the Hellcat Liberty Walk recently updated with decals on it and stickers, so I expect this car to be pullable with stickers as well, so rest in peace to my silver key stash. If you paid attention earlier on, I mentioned a new Koenigsegg, but I haven't talked about anything yet. Reason is that we will see a new Evo Cup coming up in the coming update for the Regera, with the final prize being the Regera Ghost package. This will probably be the laziest cup ever, as it only has one shift, and I challenge myself to do a no shift Golden Cup as well when it comes out. So it does look like it will be fun though, after all. Surprisingly though, normally they buff a car before an Evo Cup comes out, but the Regera hasn't gotten a buff, so maybe in the future it might get a buff after all. The Ghost Package Regera will run 8.490, which is rather slow for it being a hypercar and where it should belong around 7.7 with the LaFerrari and the 918 Spider. To close off, a little bit more about the added game mode called Time Attack. It's a nice feature that popped up on Reddit a couple of weeks ago for only a couple of selected crews. It's basically an event that you can find on a map where it's all about being the fastest with a certain car. On the beta test, for example, it was a Mustang GT and the prizes consisted of bronze keys and gold. You can also compare yourself to crew members and Facebook friends to see who's fastest overall. It lasted only 2 days. I don't know how frequent they will come, but I do like the idea. If only they could also then add or give this car a nice RP boost for online racing, for that period so that some cars would get dragged from under the dust. Another addition is an update to the Jerry calendar, where your rewards from cups will pop up instead of returning to the map to claim them. This saves out around a minute for claiming all 3 prizes from the cup and avoids you forgetting to claim a prize. Oof, another long video that we didn't expect. I will let you guys off now and I can get some sleep as well, and I can get back to capping as I really want that 488 Spider. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to also join the giveaway and subscribe. My name is Miller, see you around, and keep racing.